Team Octane in Cube welcomes you. The turn of the millennium was an exciting time for so many reasons, and this too was certainly the case for the automotive landscape. Many regard the 2000s as a golden era for cars, a time when the collective industry seemed to achieve this perfect blend of technology, design, and purpose. But there remains something to be said about simpler times, especially when one begins to reminisce about a world without self driving cars and the once greater acceptance of beauty standards that were measured through the eye of the beholder. This really wasn't all too long ago, just thinking about it. We've compiled a list of cars, which we believe represent the pinnacle of beauty from this decade. Hope you will find the video interesting. Please like, subscribe the channel, and share. The video on this channel comes with subtitles so that you don't miss any peculiar detail. Porsche Carrera GT. The Porsche Carrera GT has become one of the most iconic and sought-after Porsche models in the realm of exotic car idolization and ownership. It was a mid-engined V10 hypercar, one of the first to be considered a step beyond supercar status, and introduced a variety of industry-first technologies and features to the production car market. On the outside, there is nothing to suggest that the Porsche Carrera GT should be anything but a purpose-built hyper-sports car. The silhouette of the car is a properly executed amalgamation of sleek and muscular features which certainly feels applicable to the Carrera GT's overall demeanor. From the front particularly, the car is still undeniably a Porsche. The bulgy front fenders extend across the doors and connect to the rear haunches of the car, which then blend into its extroverted rear deck finished off by the large, retractable rear wing. The double clamshell engine lade conceals the 5.7L power plant. The windshield and windows are designed to provide maximum visibility to the driver from all angles. Ford GT. The Ford GT is the American beauty, the one true supercar to hail from west of the Atlantic and prove that exotic cars weren't exclusively an Italian delicacy. Released at the 2002 North American Auto Show, Henry Ford II was proud to show off a modern-day version of Ford's most successful endurance racer. The Ford GT supercar's design instantly stirs up images of the glorious Ford GT race cars from the 1960s. Yet a new presentation features all new dimensions and a contemporary, striking interior as well as epic engineering stories of how high-tech methods helped preserve a classic form. Ferrari Enzo. Named in honor of the company's founder, the Enzo is one of a limited series of road cars including the 288 GTO, F40 and F50. These cars represent Ferrari's continuing desire to produce the most exclusive and technologically advanced road car. Pininfarina and Ferrari have a close relationship which started with the 1951-212 Interbacetta. Since that time, Pininfarina have styled most road-going Ferraris including the Enzo, which was their most radical design to date. Aggressive lines adorn the exterior which include an interpretation of the Formula One nose, to which the Enzo owes its technology. Unlike the F40 and F50 which came before it, the Enzo is devoid of any rear wing. The absence of the rear wing was possible due to the underbody at the rear of the car which includes two large diffusers. These diffusers generate sufficient downforce to replace a drag-heavy rear wing. During a period of great achievement for Ferrari, the Enzo reflects victories which include 4 consecutive F1 championships. No doubt, Enzo Ferrari himself would be most proud of this limited series named in his honor. Aston Martin DB9. James Bond, 007. Is there any other car in the world that is more synonymous with one thing than the Aston Martin DB9? Probably not. Suffice to say, this British Grand Tourer was able to match the suave levels of its most famous driver, and then some. Succeeding the DB7, the Aston Martin DB9 debuted at the Frankfurt Motor Show in 2003. The first cars in the series boasted a 5.9 LV12 producing 444 horsepower. This made a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of just 4.8 seconds possible. The maximum speed was set at 299 km per hour, although some have claimed it can be pushed beyond 300 km per hour. The Aston Martin DB9 is a modern interpretation of a traditional Aston Martin sports car, representing a contemporary version of classic DB design elements and characteristics. Aston Martins are not edgy cars, they don't have sharp surfaces or pronounced power domes. The side profile is very clean, with a single sweep roofline. There is a pronounced boot, a noticeable feature of the DB4 and DB5, and the haunches on the rear wings are wide and curvaceous. Nissan Skyline GT-R. As far as pop culture icons go, the Nissan Skyline GT-R has cemented a reputation as one of the world's most revered automobiles. Whether you're a young teenager who has only been able to experience one through your favorite video game, or a wealthy car collector looking to add a unicorn to your garage, the R34 1998-2002 GT-R in particular checks everyone's boxes. Every aspect of the Skyline GT-R, from the aerodynamics to body rigidity, has been fine-tuned through competitive racing and 11 years of intense testing, producing one of the best race-bred coupes ever made. Style-wise, the R34 GT-R is Japanese automotive perfection, the quintessential packaging of radical performance, timeless appearance and undeniable charisma. Relatable, and within the realm of most people's aspirations of ownership. Of course, at one point in time, the Skyline GT-R quickly became the Japanese people's sports car. Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. The pinnacle of Mercedes-Benz design and engineering prowess. A contemporary interpretation of stylistic elements lifted from the original SLR and design details taken from the 2003 Formula One Silver Arrows, allow the 21st century SLR to form a bridge between the past and the future, bringing cutting-edge motorsport technology to the road, just as the inspirational SLR Coupe did in 1955. This super sports car allowed Mercedes-Benz and its Formula One partner McLaren to showcase their collective experience in the development, construction and production of high-performance sports cars. This combination of knowledge and expertise is evident not only in the host of pioneering developments, impressive performance figures and superior driving characteristics of the SLR, but also in the extremely high levels of safety and practicality which it offers. These attributes come together to form the basis for an automobile with a very special charisma, an impressive synthesis of Mercedes tradition and innovation in every respect. High-tech materials from the field of aeronautical technology make their debut in a series-produced car here. Carbon fiber is used for manufacturing the body, lending it its low weight and an exemplary rigidity and strength previously only achieved in Formula One race cars. The crash safety standards achieved using this innovative material are equally high. BMW Z8. The new Millennium Super Roadster, the BMW Z8. With breathtaking looks and classic proportions, the BMW Z8 was presented the beginning of 2000 as the latest addition to the portfolio of sporting two-seaters. The Z8's appearance is as equally thrilling as its trend-setting chassis structure, this being a self-supporting aluminum frame called Space Frame. This is wrapped in a sleek body shell featuring screw-on components. Under the bonnet there is a high-performance V8 sports motor displacing 5 liters. Impressive power of 400 bhp is transmitted to the wheels by a 6-speed transmission. Today, the BMW Z8 has become a bit of a unicorn car with a cult following of wealthy collectors. Most examples are going for around $250,000 United States dollars on the used market, almost double the brand new MSRP. Honda NSX. When the NSX was first introduced to the world in 1990, it sent shockwaves throughout the automotive dimension, pioneering an unprecedented amalgamation of characteristics and engineering principles. By the time the new millennium had rolled in, the NSX had become a classic but aging beauty. In 2002, the car got a makeover which included some much needed aesthetic updates to modernize it. Fixed headlights to replace the pop-ups, along with more streamlined front and rear fascias, and larger wheels, ushered in a new era for the original NSX, dubbed NA2. Shortly after the facelift, Honda released a Type R version of the NA2 NSX which was exclusive for MY2002 and for the Japanese market only, just like it did for the NA1 NSX in 1992. By this time, the Type R moniker had become the official signature of Ultimate Honda road car performance, and the 2002 Honda NSX Type R, officially abbreviated to NSXR on this occasion, certainly lived up to its badge. Lamborghini Murcielago. The Lamborghini Murcielago is a superlative car with a mechanical structure that requires no gimmickry. The styling reflects this with a silhouette free of any superfluous ornaments or embellishments. Pure, simple, and mostly straight lines are all that is offered. The result is a definitively trapezoid-shaped car which lends styling cues from the previous Lamborghinis, and then combines them with better performance and more superior drivability than ever before. One highlight of the car is the two rear wings which seamlessly pop up for engine cooling. Not only does this increase the aesthetic value of the car while at a standstill, it also functions as a dynamic system for cooling efficiency. It truly is the ultimate expression of the Lamborghini marque, thoroughbred performance with dynamic features that add to a clean and elegant styling. Suffice to say, it lives up to its namesake, with the Murcielago said to be the strongest fighting bull of all time. Honda S2000. For many years, Honda's beloved Roadster held the distinction of producing the most horsepower per liter of any car on the planet, via its F20C engine. The S2000 cuts a sharp-looking roadster figure with sensual proportions, thanks to its super long front hood and truncated rear. Clean lines are expressed through its no-nonsense design, and have gone on to be attributed with the car's ever-increasing character and timelessness. The Honda S2000 embodies everything that is awesome about a naturally aspirated sports car that is built around the driver, and now, many enthusiasts and collectors alike are seeking to own their piece of its brilliant history. Hope you find the video interesting. Please like, subscribe the channel, and share the video.